So this is a little bit of a crash back down to earth, isn't it? Going from this to this. 2 degrees. I can see my breath coming out of me gob. It's that cold, it's wet, it's miserable. And yeah, definitely crashed back down to earth after 30 days of walking down a nice sunny beach in Fuerteventura. So I just want to do a video today. Wait for that car to go past. Just want to do a video today talking about just how important environment is when you're running and owning a small service business and you're doing it all yourself. And I'm going to talk a little bit about it from my own perspective. So let's go. Here I am then, back in my humble little home office, and yeah, massive change in environment, as you will have seen from what I've been experiencing for the last 30 days in Fuerteventura. So I've come right back down to earth with a bang. Obviously cold out there this morning on my walk, and could see my breath coming out. 2 degrees, wet, windy, horrible environment, far removed from the nice 15-20 degrees that I've been used to over in Fuerteventura. But yeah, environment is such a massive thing for me in terms of owning and running a business and running it solo and running my business primarily from home. And it's something that I've worked on quite a bit. I say I've worked on, I'm not going to take any credit for how this room actually looks, because luckily I've got a wife who's pretty good at interior design, and I let her run through with it a little bit. I got to pick the pictures in the background though, but again, that was her idea to get some artwork up on the wall. But yeah, in all the time I've been running my business, for the last 4 years that I've run my business from home, I've actually taken up 3 different rooms in the house, and it's only now that I'm in this environment, in this office here, the 3rd iteration of my environment, that I'm actually starting to feel a lot more comfortable. I've got it set up in a way where it's inviting to come in. I enjoy spending time in this office. It's set up for work as well, and it's set up for me to be as productive as possible. So I invested in a stand-up desk. I've obviously got nice lighting. It's nice to actually come and stand in here and come and work in here. Compared to what I had previously, it's not too comfortable, which is good, because what I found in the past in my external environment was I'd had a sofa in one of my previous rooms, and what I found was I spent a hell of a lot more time sat on my backside, or should I say laid on my backside on the sofa, rather than being stood up or sat at my desk and actually being productive and doing some work. So setting up your external environment, and again, there's 2 different types of environment I'm going to talk about here, which is your external environment, the 4 walls or the location where you actually work, and then there's the internal environment, which is this thing here, obviously between the 2 lugs stuck to the side of your head. And now getting both of those right is obviously a big focus for me basically being able to achieve the goals that I've set out for myself this year with growing the business. But yeah, just making sure obviously your external environment, so the walls where you're actually sitting most of the time and doing your 6 or 8 hours of work a day, is set up in a way that's as productive, going to be helping you to be as productive as possible. So obviously taking away as many distractions as possible and making it just a real good place for separating life and separating work, and just being a nice environment for you to actually come in and being able to be as productive as possible. So luckily for me, I'm happy with these with the office that I'm in now. I think I love coming in here. I love working in here. I find myself to be pretty productive in here when I get my head down. The stand-up desk has been a real good thing as well. I do find when I stand up and work, it just gives you that little bit more option, and it makes you focus a little bit more as well. So that's been quite good. In terms of the internal environment, so what I'm trying to do to obviously get my head in the right place. Obviously, that didn't help this morning, walking through that horrible weather. That instantly sort of triggered in my head. You know, you've literally just been walking down a nice sunny beach for the last 30 days, and now you've come back to this horrible crap weather, which doesn't help. But just trying to keep it as sunny in there as possible, as sunny in this environment as possible. And the way that I'm obviously going to be doing that for the foreseeable is I'm going to be spending some time doing some meditating in the morning, which has helped in the past. So I'm going to be getting back onto doing that. And then just giving myself lots of self-talk, lots of positive self-talk. Because obviously your head is perfect for putting as much negativity in there as possible. But yeah, just spending a bit of time every day, 10 minutes meditating, 15-20 minutes just writing some stuff down in my journal, and just obviously just feeding back into my own head just how positive things are, even if things kind of seem a little bit stressful or seem a little bit tough, which they do quite often. Is just obviously focusing on trying to find the positives in things and keeping that internal environment as positive and as forward looking as possible. So yeah, that's my 2 pence worth on it today. And let me know in the comments below how you kind of set your environment up to make you as productive as possible, both your external and your internal environment. And if you haven't done so already, do me a favour and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And I will see you on the next video, which will more than likely be from this office again. And see you later. Ta-da!